Good morning to our 55 plus family in DDPY. Oh my gosh, I am so excited that Coach DDP himself and Steve U launched us back in whenever they did, I think it was October, they did this group for us. This is so exciting to see how many things we have in common at our senior time in life. Now I'm 69, so I'm kind of in the middle maybe of the 55-year-old and then the 80 plus year olds, right, that are in here. But it is so exciting. So every Thursday, by the way, is always Transformation Thursday, not featuring someone who's transformed, because you can see those all over in our DDPY family, right? This is about how are you and I going to get our transformation. That's what the focus always is on Thursday. So as always, Coach DDP does such great teaching. And so many of you put questions out there within our family that it's like, aha, I see what the questions are. I also can see where the answers are. So we're going to paste those two things together today. So get ready. Here we go with a quick screen share. So we will get to the app and I'll show you where to find your things. But let's see, I have something up on the screen right now that shouldn't be on the screen. How do I get rid of it? Maybe just toss it down there. Okay, so here's the deal. It's Transformation Thursday. On our landing page, at least right at this moment, you will find this particular Motivational Monday that DDP himself made a little while ago. And the title of it is, if you want something you've never had, you've got to do something you've never done. Okay? If you want something you've never had, you've got to do something you've never done. So here we go into the topic. Is life getting in the way? Because there are three pillars that DDPY teaches us, right? It is our mindset, it is our nutrition, and it is our fitness. Ironically, if we're letting life get in the way and we're letting one of these pillars completely fall over, right? Either stop doing our fitness completely or do it so spotty that we're not able to get the breakthroughs, even in our physical therapy that so many of us 55 plusers are doing. If we don't stay consistent at whatever that is, the knee, the back, the shoulder, PTs, that fitness pillar can fall right on over, right? Because we're letting life get in the way. We have other activities and we're like, oh, I got to the end of the day. Wow, I forgot to do my workouts or my physical therapies, right? Within the app. So the life got in the way. What about in the nutrition ones? Is life getting in the way? Are you not planning? Because it's real easy for us to let something else take a priority. And then we get to the point in the day that we're like, I am so starving. Oh my word. I absolutely need food right now. That's the moment we might make a bad choice unless we were smart enough to prep some things ahead of time and we could get back to the house and we got those waiting there for us, right? But also, is life getting in the way of your mindset? I'm telling you what, there are so many things on our app in specifically the TV area to educate us, to motivate us, to help us learn how to goal set, all of those things. But if we're not taking advantage of studying and learning those things, right? If we're not teachable and we're not motivated, meaning we're not putting in the action steps, of course life is going to get in the way. So what do you do when life gets in the way? I'm going to talk to you about that in just as we get ready to end here. I'm going to give you some tips. If life is getting in the way right now, and any one of these three pillars, you guys, is falling over, I'm going to address that at the very end here. But I first want to take you on. So when you're on your landing page on your app, and I always make sure to mention this, you can go in from your phone, your iPad, your computer, wherever you log in, it's always going to be there, right? Right now, it happens to be, if you scroll down, you're going to see this particular motivational Monday that I'm going to share with you. If for some reason when you're watching this, that has disappeared off of the landing page, it's all good too. You can go into DDP TV, click on that, and then you can scroll down. I have marked it here up in favorites so I could find it, but you scroll down to what's called Motivational Mondays, and you keep scrolling. Obviously, there's a lot of Motivational Mondays, but you keep scrolling across and you will come to this one that I'm referring to, and I'll have a picture below so you can find it. Here it is. I scrolled that far until I found it, right? If you want something you've never had, you've got to do something you've never done. I'm going to give you just a quick clip of this, and then I'm going to talk to you about what do you do if life has gotten in the way of your 3 pillars? What are you going to do next? Let's hear DDP first. It's amazing. Okay, here we go.
Hey guys, it's me, DDP. Welcome to another Motivational Monday. Today I'm going to steal a quote from the late, great Thomas Jefferson. If you want something you have never had, you have to do something that you've never done. For me, probably the greatest achievement that I've ever accomplished for myself personally, and I kind of had a full life, but I failed along the way. Like so many times, I can't even tell you. But to me, my greatest achievement was at 31 years old, deciding I was going to learn how to read. I grew up with ADD and dyslexia at a time when no one knew what the hell ADD or dyslexia was. I had to make a decision that I was going to learn how to read proficiently, but I had to do something that I've never done before.
Okay, gang. So you heard it from Coach DDP himself. He understands that life can get in the way, right? But if the goal is big enough, if the vision of where you're headed is big enough, it's discipline. And he talks about that. You're going to want to watch that entire video because he shares personally. And I know there are big things he could have shared too, but he was sharing something that you and I can all relate to, right? Something that's holding us back. So what I encourage you to do, if any one of those 3 pillars, you say life is getting in the way, Pam, I wake up and I fully intend, or at least the night before, I fully intend when I get up in the morning, I'm going to do this workout, that workout, prep some food. I'm going to read a good book. I'm going to be so engaged. Then the morning comes, and what happens then? Sometimes life gets in the way, and sometimes we can't help it, right? I was a caregiver to my mom for 15 years. She lived with us. And I'll guarantee you, there were plenty of times that I felt like the years when I was a young mommy, when you plan something and then the child happens to be ill that day and kind of everything goes off to the back burner and you can't get to that list. But if that isn't you, that has that kind of caregiving things that fall into your lap, what is it that is keeping you from doing that? And I will challenge you that I believe when you look within the whole DDPY system, first thing on the page when you land is always the list. If you go through the list, the SmackDown goals are absolutely vital. It's one of the most powerful things I think that Coach teaches us is the value of setting goals. If I were to tell you right now, can you hit a target? And you'd say, well, with a dart, yeah, I could probably at least swing and hit pretty close to the target. But what if I were to tell you we were going to blindfold you, spin you around, and then say, with the blindfold on, would you hit the target now? Well, of course you would say, no, I can't hit it. I can't see it. Exactly. So I'm telling you what, you want your transformation Thursday. We all want transformation, right? But it is always going to come back to, did we let life get in the way? And if the dream's big enough, the facts don't count. So let's go back to our SmackDown goals. Make sure that what we're heading towards, that destination is so crystal clear that it does help us to wake up and be motivated. It does help us to remember there are 3 pillars to keep in mind, right? And that all 3 matter if you know where you're going. So have a great Thursday. we're all in the same family. We all have those days that are tougher than others. So those are the days we press in even harder to some of the teaching that's on our app, because we know you get the mindset right, nutrition and pillar and fitness pillar, they come in line pretty quick. So have a great Thursday. We will see you for a fabulous Friday tomorrow. Love you guys. Thank you for all the things you post. I'm always motivated by them. Love you. Bye-bye.